When did your life become worthy of protection?
When I became actually conscious and able to speak.
So like, able to speak, so like 2 years old.
I think I was a bit earlier than that, yeah.
No, babies usually don't speak till about year and a half. So if I murdered you at 6 months, that's okay?
Yes.
Hello guys, I have this video from Charlie and the way it unfolds will surprise you. Let's watch.
Were you rolling your eyes because they were saying USA?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, come on.
You're destroying America. You are actively contributing more to the decline of the American empire than every communist in history. Literally every left-wing, anti-war, anti-American activist.
I'm giving you space. Yeah. Allow him or her. I'm sorry, I don't mean to misgender you to talk. So.
Wow. So first of all, I just want to congratulate you on I don't know, the organizational strategy. I mean, just figuring out, realizing that none of you would not get a tenth of this crowd if you actually just talked to students. So you had to bust in people from the retirement homes. I think that's really smart, actually. It's a sign of great intelligence that you decided to do that.
No one was bussed in, my friend.
Yeah, then... Wow. So, would you explain all the people with silver hair and, wrinkled skin?
Yes, they have cars and they drove to see us.
Yeah, wow. And these are UCR students.
You do know that boomers drive, too.
Yeah, I do. Now, I just want to again, I feel it's really admirable that you're just getting, people who,
By the way, can you find one older person right here? I'm struggling to look at it. Can you, Okay, yeah, wow, you found one. And by the way...
There's an entire crowd over there,
man. By the way, what is the criticism? We represent Americans of all ages, from young to old. Why is that a bad
campus, dude? I've seen your tactics before, man. I know my school district... I've been to school district protests before. The people you send in to manufacture the belief that you're actually popular with the American citizenship, you import people from all over, man. None of these people are
No one is imported. They all came by them. Find a single person. You know what this is? This is the left refusing to believe we're very popular on a liberal college campus in California. He can't believe. He's he must be bussing people in. He must be. There's no way that people actually want to make America great again.
They literally don't.
Co-parter, my friend. Co-parter, because we're very, very popular.
No, you're not.
What's your question?
So I don't really have a question. I just want to say nothing you said so far has been even remotely accurate. Not a single argument you made from the census, the one that Trump illegally stopped to miscount California's population in order to deny us seats in the legislature. That's bullshit. I don't know, the environmental shit. Oh yeah, we should build more homes in Joshua Tree. We should bulldoze endangered Joshua trees and get rid of wildlife reservations so I can build more single family suburban homes. That'll solve the housing crisis, yeah? Because it's definitely nature reserves that are holding up all of this usable land, which is right next to major cities, and it's not in the middle of the fucking desert.
Can you have a little bit more respect?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe I could have a bit more respect if you actually debated instead of just bringing on people who come here to I don't know.
Hold on. I mean, would you like to debate, or do you want to swear every other word?
I mean, I don't know, man. Would you like to debate, or would you like to just get college students who agree with you on in front of you just to I don't know. I mean, obviously there are better places you could be doing this, but I'm not going to go into that. What I am going to tackle, for instance, is I don't know.
When you have no argument, you insult. No wonder why Charlie says college is his calm. This kid is a prime example, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is the definition of arguing with feelings other than facts. Can you imagine? Arrogance and ignorance is a terrible combination. Can you imagine? How could anyone not be embarrassed to behave that way in front of a crowd? I don't get it. It's crazy.
Your abortion thing, you mentioned you think abortion is a scientific thing, life starts at conception, that's scientifically proven. How?
When does your DNA start?
DNA start? Man, your DNA...
When is your DNA formed?
Are you seriously arguing that the seat of the soul is DNA?
No, it's the beginning of the process of human development. When did your development begin as a human?
I mean, yes, I'm a bio student. I am aware of the process of gamete fusion, man. I know what a zygote is. That's not
cursing, boy.
That's not a moral qualifier.
That's when, wait, hold on. So it's a human, and human development begins at conception. Therefore, human life begins at conception.
Human life, oh my God. So, I'm sorry, what do you think the actual moral significance of a human is compared to any other kind of animal?
Well, first of all, we are the only beings that can blush, can show love, show empathy, compassion, and have a soul. A dog can feel pleasure and pain. We can do good from evil and right from wrong, and just from unjust. We and human beings are above the animals and below the angels, made in the image of our Creator, God Almighty.
Okay, one, that's founded in nothing, like literally nothing. There is no soul. But two, I mean, even if it was, zygotes are not capable of any of that, like literally none of that.
Well, but why not?
I'm sorry, do you seriously
They have a soul.
Do you seriously expect me to believe
regardless
that
of whether or not I can win
fetus?
you over on the soul, that's still a process of human development. There's a process where a zygote then becomes what you would call a fetus or a baby, and then it forms all the way in to an infant. Human development starts at a moment. We believe that the earliest moment of human development is worthy of protection. So I would ask you, when does human life begin?
Well, I mean, so if you're, what do you mean? Like, are you talking about like?
When did your life begin?
So my life, in what sense? Do you mean like, literally define life, like right now?
When did your life become worthy of protection?
In what sense? Are you talking about the metabolic?
I just did. When did your life become worthy of protection?
When I became actually conscious and able to speak.
So like, able to speak, so like 2 years old.
I think I was a bit earlier than that, yeah.
No, babies usually don't speak till about year and a half. So if I murdered you at 6 months, that's okay?
Yes.
And you're a bio student at UC Riverside?
Yes.
What about babies that never speak? Can I murder them?
Oh my God. So, disabled babies and people without that sort of intelligence, I'm not saying that like physical speech is a qualifier necessarily for like morality or whatever, or like moral significance, but some actual nervous activity, and I don't mean just like the fetus like thing in the womb, that's not a qualifier for like human life. Pigs are capable of that much. Like, are you a vegetarian or do you eat meat?
No, but again, animals will never reach the level of human reason or consciousness. A human is valued because it is a human being.
And a disabled person also would.
Correct, and they're still valuable because they're a person. They're a human being. They're not a snake, they're not a lizard, they're not a toad, they're not a leopard. They're a human being, therefore worthy of protection.
Okay, so...
Let me ask you a question. Would you save 100 dogs' lives or 1 human life?
1 human life?
Why?
Well, I mean, it depends on the human. Obviously, I would save a trillion... So I would save 1 dog over your life, but...
No, tell me why a human... and we'll close with this. The fact that he's a bio student at this university shows the horrifying moral rot happening in higher education, and Trump should defund all these schools as evidence.
Ladies and gentlemen, these kids are so brainwashed, and it's sad. It's not even funny. No, it's not. This is sad when society comes to a point where life is terminated instead of glorified. We have some serious issues, ladies and gentlemen. This is sad. Because you can tell that this child is truly in a desperate situation, and clearly, I think he's crying for help. Even if he doesn't realize it himself, his actions, his choices reflect deep confusion. Yes, pain, lack of direction in life. Can you imagine? And it's heartbreaking to witness. Guess what? This guy is going to be a husband someday. He's going to be a father someday. How's he going to lead his family? What about his children? What is he going to tell them or teach them? Ladies and gentlemen, we should be lifting him up in our prayers, continually asking God to reach to his heart and to show him the truth, love, and purpose. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen, because he seems completely lost, adrift without moral grounding or spiritual clarity. Yeah, and no one is beyond redemption as long as they are living. No one is beyond redemption, so let us not give up on him. Let's pray that God brings the right people into his life, that his heart will be softened and that he eventually finds the grace, the truth that he will come to Christ. Yeah, literally. Man, this is not funny at all. It's not. Because another question that I have is, who is guiding and teaching this guy? Who is teaching him? Because clearly something has gone wrong along the way. He wasn't just born with these ideas. No, he learned them from somewhere. Somebody played the role of a teacher. Who did that? It raises serious concerns about the kind of influence he's been under, whether it be at home, in school, college, or even the university. See? Because there is a growing trend in higher education where fundamental values are eroding. And it's happening. And all these young people, they are vulnerable. You see? They are being shaped by ideologies that just, brainwash them. They are being brainwashed. How sad. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't just about one kid or one child. It's part of a much larger issue. Our education institutions are shaping the next generation. Yes, they are. And if those institutions are broken or misguided, the results will show in our culture. Yes, it does. Yes, it will. Can you imagine? Yeah. Something has to be done. Something must be done. We must take a hard look at what is being taught in these schools. Who is doing the teachings and whether they are being equipped, to pursue the real truth. No brainwashing, please. No brainwashing. There is urgent need for reforms for the sake of our children and the future of our society. Yeah. So we cannot ignore this. Yeah. And also, I must say that I'm genuinely amazed at Charlie's composure and patience. Wow. It's truly remarkable. Because in a situation that would cause many people to lose their temper and respond harshly, Charlie always remains calm, very respectful, and very steady. His ability to engage with grace, self-control, speaks volumes about his character and his maturity. And ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake about it, it's not easy to respond to hostility or confusion with such humility. It's not. But Charlie does it consistently with a spirit that reflects deep conviction and compassion. Yeah, and I salute Charlie for that. I really do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will end by this. My heart desire is that this young man was clearly struggling and searching, that one day he would discover the truth, not just intellectual truth, but the kind that reaches the heart, you see, that shapes a life from inside out. I hope that someday, through reflection, guidance, and even through encounters with people like Charlie, he will come to see a bigger picture. I really do. Yes, I really do. And I want more than anything for him, but I want him to find clarity, purpose, and peace in his life. A life that is rooted in truth and filled with meaning, purpose. Because no one is beyond hope. No one is beyond salvation, or the story isn't over yet. And that purpose, true purpose in life, is found in Jesus Christ. Well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to click on the next one. Subscribe, share, comment. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.